Minot Public School students have been gaining a new perspective on culture with the addition of several Filipino teachers to the district. Lindsay Miller shares more on the teachers and their transition.
Beverly Cavite is a family and consumer sciences teacher at Minot North from the Philippines. She says she found difficulties in adjusting to things like the weather and conversational English.
We speak English, but it's not more of conversation English, so it was challenging for the first year.
Jodalyn Dawn is another Filipino teacher in her second year of teaching science at Minot High. She says she enjoyed seeing snow but found struggles with the weather and moving around town.
In the Philippines, we have a lot of public transportation, and here, like, there's transportation, but it's not all the time. So you have to have like a driver's license.
Despite the challenges with adjusting to life in the U.S., these teachers have been making a positive impact on their students. Minot High student Tyler Bavila says he enjoys taking their classes and that they provide a fun learning experience.
Most of them, they are fun, but not as fun as her.
Tyler's classmate, Kinley Meyer, pointed out how caring they are for their students.
I really love having her because she always asks me how I'm doing, and it always brings a smile to my face.
First-year science teacher Marjorie Nellis says the Minot community has been very helpful with her transition as she struggled with transportation and the time zone adjustment of more than 10 hours.
The community are welcoming and friendly. Those kind of vibes kind of help me adjust.
Dr. Lori Verbitsky, a Spanish teacher at Minot High, has been helping the teachers adjust since the first one arrived in 2022.
When the district has hired a J1 visa teacher, then I've been helping with getting them settled, finding them housing and transportation.
Bringing lessons to the Magic City from a world away. In Minot, I'm Lindsay Miller, reporting for your news leader.
The teachers are on a J1 visa for up to 5 years. Now, the teachers that we spoke with say they don't plan on leaving the Magic City before their 5 years are up.